Welcome back, Smite fans, and we have those standings that Freight mentioned at the end of the last game ready for you this time. Before we go into the next set, we are looking at it. Unfortunately for Monkey Business, they are red. They are going to be knocked down into the relegations with the Combine. Up for grabs right now. Still 2 spots for the SPL relegations, 1 spot for a team to get knocked down into the Combine relegations one more time. So really coming through it right now. This next set, it's going to be SPL Gatekeepers versus Monkey Business. This could solidify Gatekeepers' spot, or this could be Monkey Business keeping them in a position where other teams still have a chance. So we're going to see how this one goes as we go through it for it. We should have picks and bans coming up relatively soon. But Freight, looking at this one, I mean, it's anyone's game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's still really close between a Mighty Storm, obviously, and Tubby Turkeys and so on. I mean, especially those guys having 4 points each. I mean, or Gatekeepers and Turkeys. I still think Gatekeepers comes on top of this. I guess it's really going to come down to the Turkeys versus Mighty Storm head-to-head matchup and see what ends up happening there. I honestly think that a Mighty Storm is not a team to be slept on, and I think they can do it, but it's not going to be easy for them to sit there and obviously beat Turkeys.
Yeah, and honestly, at this point, really what we've seen. So Monkey Business is in this kind of bizarre area. I mean, they put up a good fight against Stubby Turkeys earlier, but the way it seemed to go was they'd get control of that early game, and then about 15 minutes, they'd make a decision, and the other team would just unrival them. And at the time, it was Stubby Turkeys. Now, looking at Gatekeepers, they're the kind of team that thrives off of mistakes. They're the kind of team that says, you made something that you probably didn't even notice was a mistake, and we are going to punish you for it. And that's kind of what I almost expect to see how this one goes, just because of the way Monkey Business played earlier and the way Gatekeepers just played. I mean, obviously that last game was kind of was snooze fest for them. At that point, they were so far ahead, they didn't even have to worry about it.
Susano got through. I almost fell asleep a little bit. I was like, yeah, well, no, I mean, not really. It's difficult, man. I mean, when you come back and you have to deal with just that type of squad, just putting the pressure on you the entire game, it's not obviously easy to sit there and deal with. So, I mean, the pressure just ended up going on the favor of, the boys of SPL Gatekeepers. They just did a really good job. They were able to take that early lead and really just set the pace. And that's what you have to do. And they are really good at doing that.
And honestly, what better way for them to continue doing that than to let Grave have pretty much the assassin he wants? If I had to ask him, who would you want to have as a jungle? Like, if you had to choose any assassin and there's no worry of them getting banned out, who would it be? And he'd be, I want Susano. I want Susano to be able to go in and just kill everybody who I want to fight. Earlier, I mean, of course, he went with the Aegis first, so it was a little bit rough early game for him. But as we saw in the late game, he started picking up kills. The damage was still there. He just wasn't really the carry they had, which is one of the things you mentioned. That's good for the team. He doesn't have to carry them into victory, but still on Susano. Now they have Kernanos. Now they have Ganesh. This is like the Gatekeepers' dream draft right now.
Yeah, I mean, everything they want is going for the way they predicted or hopefully would like as far as their picks go. Monkey Business, though, let's not sleep on this draft. I mean, they could play some spoilers here. They can't get in. At this point in time, I would imagine they understand mathematically that they are out of competition and that this is just a spoiler game for them. We will see what they bring to the table. Hopefully, again, they're not going to obviously be a troll game. This is a very strong draft. Athena, Humbot Soul by no means is a troll draft. Like, can you imagine Supernova into an Athena taunt of like 3 seconds just smashing you down? Like, there's plenty of potential here for Monkey Business to obviously do the work that's needed, but it is going to be a question of, where their head's at, how well they play. Are they going to be on top of the wards and the rotations and the call-outs? Or SPL Gatekeepers just going to keep on the roll that they are?
And doing their homework, getting rid of the ISIS from Moswall, locking in the Wukong to go against. I mean, now we had Ravana, Osiris, and Fafnir, all of them banned away right now. So having to reach into their pockets. Vulcan going to get locked in. Again, it's always hit or miss, but Moswall going to try and make that one work for this game. Their last pick going to be their solo lane. Question is, who do they want to go up against this Wukong?
I mean, you got like characters like Vamana. As I say, Vamana is pretty much the only one that you can do there. I mean, you're not really going to bring Guan to the solo lane anymore. He's just not as viable in the solo lane directly with the matchups of the Warriors. Robin was banned out. You have Osiris, Bologna banned out. When you got those three, it's pretty much Ama, Erlong, or Vamana. So, I mean, it would have been one of those issues there. I mean, that would have been maybe the one thing that you could have done. But last pick coming out here for Monkey Business, we will see what ends up coming out here. It is going to be the old Nox. All right, so we're going to see the Nox out the mid lane, going to offer a lot of control in the objective area.
I've seen a resurgence of Nox lately, and honestly, it's still hit or miss the way she's always been. It depends on, can you hit that combo? Can you do the damage you need to do? And can you find the control?
So here's how I describe Nox. Nox is going to give you 15 to 20,000 player damage normally a game. Not really a lot. 50, you know, maybe even 10, depending on how early the game is. But Nox isn't going to blow up the damage charts by any sort of imagination. What she is there to do is provide the control needed in the late game and to be able to combo somebody, especially now. She has the 3. She has plenty of burst potential with the ultimate as well, but the combination, as you mentioned, is normally for one specific person. What does bring to the table, again, is that 2. You know, the silence, you know, Stealth has stolen objectives with it before because they couldn't use Hand of the Gods way back when. I remember that when the character first came out. I mean, there's lots of little things that this character does really, really well on the control side of the game.
Yeah, and really, that's probably going to be where we see that come through. I was actually talking about it yesterday while I was playing some games. I was playing Ganesh, and I was like, you know, like his silence is probably one of the better silences in the game. But Nox is sitting up there. She has a nice big AoE silence to throw down in the middle.
What are you going to do when you throw it over on an objective? Yeah, like, you know, you throw it on an objective. They can't use any abilities. Now, you can obviously have a chance to steal it. You know that 2's going to pop. You know it's getting leveled. So it's going to do a ton of damage. So it's a question of, is that going to burst down? Do you let it go? You know, there's all sorts of things when it comes down to that silence, and you really got to play around it. Now the question is Gatekeepers, are they going to be able to do that? You know, or are they going to end up getting caught out? So we'll end up seeing, as again, Pain Devion going to get a lot of damage off right there. Got the dash away though is Viper, so he should be okay here. As again, both mid laner, really both teams just kind of slapping it out here.
And this is where I want to see. So Monkey Business, one of the things we saw earlier, stopping power on this Hunbats didn't quite have as high impact as we had seen pretty much from every other Hunbats game we've had, where it's like drop ult, try to get damage down, even if it's just poke, even if it's just to get control of the lane. I'd like to see stopping power hit level 5. Once that happens, throw that down onto Moswell here. Throw that down, try to get Pain, try to get someone and do whatever he can in terms of disruption for the team, as long as they can get it, even if they don't even get a kill out of it, as long as they get some pressure out of it.
Well, shout outs to the way this was. So for Gatekeepers, this was a 1-2-2 lane start, and for Monkey Business, this was a 2-2-1 start. You know, really interesting. They had 2 in the dual lane for Monkey Business. They had 2 in the mid, and they left their solo laner by themselves, Sun Wukong. But he had to deal with Grave and Mando. And right now, obviously, he has the, you know, he's backing up. He's doing okay. Still got the Boombas. So he's healing off some back camps and is relatively fine. Also got his own blue buff. But again, you know, the fact is they're leaving Day alone, and now Day is completely alone. And Bud Pop has also made the rotation for like the 3v3s. I mean, it's an interesting little start. Again, just you always see these different things. Nothing really coming out of it. Moswell, though, instantly got a Purify out. Viper looking for the aggression.
There's going to be the root combo coming out. Moswell 1 hit away. No one's been able to find it just yet. Athena barely off the mark. Moswell looking to get away with this one. And stopping power, he's so close to falling. I can't believe Moswell got out of that.
He backfired away from Reach. Now, I don't know if Reach was going to hit him or not. It looked like it might have been from the angle I was at, it looked like it might have been a little bit to the, like, the right or whatever. But either way, I think it was going to hit and backfire. Just, hey, Vulcan has more movement than Isis. So I don't know, man.
And I was just, I mean, like the perfect movement, the perfect position. He even heard Ratcheteer throw down the shield wall and knew to expect the spear and just sidesteps. Just like the presence of knowledge coming out from Moswell there to keep himself alive, not give up first.
Because I've gotten kills with Reach before. Have you ever gotten a kill? Reaches. When you get a kill with Reach, oh, dude, when you get in a kill with Athena's Reach, you're just like, haha, gotcha. I don't know. It feels good, though. For sure, it was a great play. I mean, backfire, able to get him just out of danger and out of range. And, yeah, I mean, shout-outs to him for having the ability up and obviously using it to get away. As Pain, I mean, he was going to be in a lot of trouble, but saving first blood is going to be nice as Gatekeepers are looking to get themselves on the board. 4 minutes in the game, definitely a lot slower paced than the other one was.
And I will say the other thing I think I got out of that last fight was the fact that Viper can hit those combos. He can hit what you need Nox for, as we see right now on the Pain Devion. Actually, a lot of damage coming out. The Ohm going to come through just to get a little bit of silence. But that's what he needs. He needs the silence root, get the burst down, get the damage down, and just as long as he can keep them around half health, the rest of the team can go in and get the kills that they need. And that's really like what we were highlighting at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Nox is, comes from. Yeah, Nox is never going to, again, top player damage charts. If there's a Nox top in a player damage chart, you're just walking into abilities. Like, I don't really, Nox should not be topping chart damages at all. I mean, again, she's more or less there to have a silence thrown out and do what she has to do. And again, she can definitely has the potential to top charts as far as the damage goes. But again, I mean, it's normally a one-person type of job, so we'll see how it works out. Everyone should be more or less buying beads, I would imagine. Either way, you got to buy it because you have the Athena taunt, so that's something you're going to want. The only person that probably won't be buying beads is more or less Pain, so that's going to be the one person that's going to be out of luck there. Hood, I said they get nice and tanky, and he should be good to go. But as you see, you know, maybe Mando ends up buying bracers and is still fine with it because that burst damage is pretty good to heal off of it.
And really, at this point, with the Vamana ult as well, like healing, this is going to be kind of what we saw, I think, similar from Xenon Hawk on the Hercules. Like, if he goes for the Bracer at level 12, he's just going to be like, okay, I'm low health, pop Bracer, pop ult, now I'm full health. Let's keep fighting.
Nox, I mean, Nox 1-2 combo is burst. So Embracer is anti-burst. So it's like, oh, okay, you hit me with your big ability and you took 70% of my HP. Bracer obviously going to get most of that back. Now I'm good to go. That team that's going to follow through isn't going to be able to follow through because now I'm not silenced. Now I can ult. Mando going to be able to get out. So again, you expect the Bracer. Again, really, Mando is not the target that Nox wants. He wants to go ahead and hit Moswell. He wants to go ahead and hit Grave. He wants to get on top of Day as well. Those are really the three that he's specifically looking toward. But he's going to make his first back right now. Is Viper can get those boots online. Need to get the pen boots available. There we go. Go have the damage now to possibly get some killing going on as Ratcheteer is going to chase out Day a little bit, but not going to come anything of it.
You know, you mentioned Grave in that last game, and I feel like I want to, or not that last game, that last bout, and I want to mention him too. Where's he been? So far, I have seen an uncharacteristic. Actually, there he is right there, half health and stopping power. That's kind of what I've been expecting to see from him. I was just kind of waiting for that to come in, because he's on Susanoo. Like, he is characteristically aggressive. He has the beads now, so he's not too worried about getting caught out. But he's just kind of been hanging around. He's just been farming.
The thing is, he can't really gank Sun Wukong because of the cloud and the ult. He can't really gank Sham because of the beads and the disapparate, or the sanctuary and the disapparate. Really, his only opportunity is the Nox, and Viper is able to kind of get in and out of danger with the dash. It's kind of hard for Grave to be able to get around here. So this seems to be more of a farm off right now between anything. But once Grave is able to find his opportunity window, which he's waiting, like he's here. He's going to make something happen here on the side, and I smell First Blood coming here shortly.
Yeah, and honestly, at this point, Stopping Power does have that Fear No Evil still available. Grave going to be getting aggressive into him. This is probably where we might see it get dropped. Actually, as a defensive measure, Grave going to beat that one out. Typhoon going to be coming through. He's looking where to aim it and throws it just completely as a miss, but Moswell to try and keep after him. Backfire going to be able to get that one on the tail end.
Got him. Call him Kobe right there. Got the shot what he needed to go. Backfire connects. Speed buff goes to Grave, and, well, he'll take a lot of punishment for that, but he still will walk away with the speed buff, and he'll be fine in Danny, as, again, he did miss that ultimate. Doesn't matter. They get the kill. They get the objective. Here we go. The boys are ready to rock as the Gatekeepers get the first blood of this match at the 7-minute mark, and Danny, remember, gets a red buff.
And at this point, it's looking like they're going to be relatively strong. Day actually peculiar
Viper
pathing over to the mid. Yeah, barely going to be able to dodge that one. It looks like he should get out. The taun's going to come through. Supernova, all the damage dumped into him. But now Grave has rotated. Moswell has rotated, looking to try and turn this one around. Day's going to... wait, the tick damage? No, that's not going to be enough.
That will get Nox damage marks up. You get three-man ultimates like that. You get three-man ultimates, that will put her to the top of the charts for sure. Yeah, she actually is top of the charts at 2900. That's kind of funny. That will get your mage up there when you get three-man ultimates with that ability for sure. As again, Gatekeepers, they got the one kill. They might lose this Gold Fury though. There is no Nox ultimate, so I mean they're gonna. Boswell has no ult. Pain doesn't even see this. This is free gold.
I'm waiting to see. Like, someone's going to notice it, right? They have to see it right now. One hit away. They noticed it just a second too late. That's going to be a free Gold Fury. And looks like a clean retreat. No one wants to commit.
Pain's chasing.
I mean, Pain's chasing, but
Pain's like,
he's
yo.
getting Nash what damage.
Pain's like, I got a purple buff.
Purple.
I got a purple buff. Pain's like, yo, who cares about an 8.5-minute Gold Fury? We got purple buff here. We're good, boys. We're good. Not obviously well worth the trade. We all know purple buff is nowhere near the value of a Gold Fury, but Pain's at least got to be a little bit satisfied that that's something. Versus nothing is, again, the red ward right there, and no blue wards on the map really just gave them complete advantage, Monkey Business, to go ahead and take that Gold Fury with relative ease, not have any issues. Let's take a quick peek at the charts now. We do see that the experience is still in the lead of Gatekeepers. Who is all that on right now? That is actually going to be on, well, Mando's got a level above, and so does Day, so we do have a little bit of experience lead on the side lanes of things. Otherwise, the gold is pretty even, and this is a close game.
Now, speaking of close game right now, close call for Mando. Actually going to be turning that one around on the Stopping Power. Pick that one up, no problem.
Yo,
nice teleport.
I love Hoonbots and Susano are probably some of the most fun characters to cast, man. When they throw the teleport out, when they each throw their 3 and they're able to go to it, you know, the plays that can be made are absolutely awesome. I want to like see Grave Tag Hoonbot or Grave Tag Stopping Power who throws his Sacred Monkey to somebody else who teleported and then I just want to see some funk come out, man. Like I love just trying to see the teleport chains come out, man.
Well, I know one of the interesting combos actually, and specific for this combo, is Xenon Hawk looking to get combo down a little bit, but he's tanky, not too worried. Tiger Stun gonna come out, Taunt gonna be good on the Mando, damage coming down, ult from Nox Typhoon, gonna get charged up, knock up on the Viper, main target dash gonna be good, Wukong in the sky, coming behind, the team's chasing down the Mage, at this point it's getting low, Fear No Evil gonna be juked out by Grave, but it hits Mando who's getting low. Mando. Good stopping power, needs one hit, they need a taunt, they're gonna get Grave, that should be a kill as he's getting one hit, but the Vulcan crashing down from the side, picks up a kill. Xenon Hawk gonna fall. Mando low, but they're gonna turn this now. Viper trying to run away. Backfire. Maswal takes it.
Okay, you know me, everyone that's in this chat, everyone that's heard me cast has said the things about Vulcan, but that's what he can do when you make the rotations like he just did, able to come around from the side unexpectedly a little bit later, but who cares when you can go ahead and pop an ultimate like that, get the kill. You only lost 1 member. You lost Grave in that whole engagement, and you got your mid laner 2 more kills. He's sitting level 12, 3-0-1.
Now at this point, like again, this is the play you want from Maswal. That's where you want him to be. That's where you see the Great Vulcans playing right now. Is just at this position where he's making the rotations, he's aiming his ult properly, and he's making the impact.
We didn't even see Maswal coming on the rotation. We're so focused on, oh man, you know, Mando's juking this out, Grave's gonna fall, yada 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 yada. All of a sudden, all I know is I heard the Earth Shatter come, and I saw the highlight on the ground, and I was like, oh, someone's dead. And they got blown up, and all of a sudden that just turns it around. Double kill for the mid laner. They do lose the Oracles, though, but still, at the same time, what does it matter when you have a 6,200 experience lead? That's crazy.
And that, with 2,300 gold, 5 kills to 1, 11 minutes in. Right now, Gatekeepers showing the reason why their name is SPL Gatekeepers. Right now, Monkey Business, we saw the standings, are the ones who are going to get knocked down, and they are not going to have a chance to make it in.
Again, they're not playing.
They're at the top.
Yeah, the Monkey Business by no means is playing like, oh yeah, we're in the last place, we're not going to make it. Again, Monkey Business is trying to play spoiler, whether they got friends on other teams or whatever the case is. The boys are swinging. I mean, they're not like they're sitting there just going to give this one up. It is just a matter of, I think Gatekeepers is just so damn good. They're able to sit there and put themselves in great positions and do everything, it seems, just correctly. And it's you know, it's a tribute to them, as we do see the rotation coming toward the left-hand side. Maybe not going to commit on that, as back. We've got 4 members here, and it just kind of depends on if they want to go left or mid.
Yeah, and really it looks like they're having not necessarily commitment issues here, although they don't know where they want to put this aggression. Stopping power, looking to get caught out. Backfire, not going to connect with him. I think Maswal focused a little bit more on farming than he is on getting the kill. Stopping power sitting at level 10, not really posing a huge threat. Fear No Evil might be able to come down and set their team up, but really where it is, Grave going to do what Grave does. Fear No Evil coming down. Stopping power, those 1 hit away, that's all it will take, and Mando's going to chase him down, get that kill. The pillars are dropped as well. Payne's going to have that essentially just as zoning, keeping Viper away. The tier 1 tower getting poked. They're not going to find it, but they get the kill.
Yeah, I mean, the whole time, left-hand side, you know, they can't rotate. Bud Pop is still stuck over there, and right now they're trying to get this tier 1 in the mid lane. Mando is still doing the job he can. They're kind of just taking it back and forth. They really, I think they should just give this up. Yeah, they're going to back up here. There's no reason to keep pushing your luck on a tier 1 tower. I mean, at 13 minutes of the game, go ahead and spend some gold to get back, get some more items online, and go ahead and man up and ward up by the Portal Demon area, because that's really where you want to be able to secure the next objective plus Gold Fury.
And right now, Gatekeepers setting up now 6 kills to 1 after that little bit of a break and through that minute as they come through. Jungle Buff's going to be coming up on this right-hand side. Portal Demon going to be started by Gatekeepers right now.
Yeah, I figured they would. This makes sense. I mean, they're all here on the right-hand side. Might as well give it up, especially with Maswal having ultimate and no Fear No Evil to stop this. This should be relatively free, and yeah, there it is.
The Vulcan all going to come crashing down, going to be able to confirm that one right now. Pain to Beyond looking to be worse for wear. Slow's coming down, but the Jinju Bang comes banging down. Going to be able to pick him up. Honestly, support for Portal Demon, take it 100% of the ways. Day.
Day
Just switch over to the duo lane and look at Day.
Done this 2 or 3 times already. Like while you're doing something on the right, like I just see Day on the minimap. He is making Bud Pop go around the wave. Like it's so ridiculous. He's just forcing him around, and it's really funny to watch Day just play Hunter, and he's just kind of going crazy on Bud Pop here. It's pretty entertaining, but regardless of the fact, Porter Demon did go the way of the blue team. Give them a way back in. Mid lane is still going to be pressured up after they get the mid heartbeat camp on the right-hand side. Blue buff going the way of, believe, yeah, that went on Order side as well. Mando's going to pick that up for himself. Speed buff. Everyone also just going back to the farming of the map.
And right now, Mando just doing what Mando likes to do when he gets ahead on warriors. He is going to cause as much disruption for you and as much hell for you in your own jungle as he possibly can. He's going to fight you every step of the way that he can get the chance. And really right now, looking like Gatekeepers trying to push up wherever they can find it. Tier 2 or Tier 1 in the mid lane, pretty much a couple hits from dead. Oracles go the way of Day. Gold Furies respawn. Gold Furies available. Monkey Business might not be able to sneak this one away. I think the Gatekeepers learned their lesson last time.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ward on there. There's also a red ward as well. And it looks like I think that was just cleared out. So there is no more sentries, and there's no more sentries in the inventory either, as Ratcheteer is ulting into the mid lane to get this fight going on. But there goes Ganesh. Pain is just going to back up.
Right now I'm looking Mando on the retreat. Dash is charged up. Ratcheteer. I'm just waiting for someone to get aggressive. It seems like Monkey Business want to fight, but it's the same staple that we always tend to see. They want to fight, but they don't know who they can fight. They don't know where the right call is going to be, because if they make the wrong one, especially at this point, that could be the kind of turning point. And that's what we saw earlier. They would make a call, it would not go their way, and ultimately ends up kind of hurting them in the long run. Gatekeepers pick up that Gold Fury. Bud Pop going to get knocked up into one place. Typhoon coming out, going to knock him up as well. Aegis came out. They're just trying to kill him as best they can, and the rotation's coming through. Vulcanel comes crashing down, going to get the damage down wherever they can find it. Stopping power first to fall. Viper, Bud Pop going to be in the back line. One's going to fall down right now, and they're going to continue chasing. Viper throws the ult out. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Grave going to fall down eventually to the Wukong. And that's going to be...
Yeah, Wukong was a little out in the back, and he kind of landed on top. There was really no way for Grave to go. He was super low, got cudgeled, and so on. But they still get 2 kills, 2 for 1 trade out. You know, Xeon getting the kill is decent, but, I mean, what really is a Wukong going to do? Wukong's not super threatening in that aspect. Buffs or not, he's not going to be able to take out the squad.
And I think the big thing there was the Xenon Hawk was enough of a distraction because he was behind them. Viper got out. Viper was like 1, maybe 2 hits away from dead. If they decide to dive that tier 2, they get Viper. Ultimately, turning around Xenon Hawk, they're like, wait, there's a Wukong behind us. Oxform saving grace, going to allow him to get through them, no problem. But Tower's going to be going the way of Gatekeepers now, potentially pushing for the tier 2, at least pushing a wave forward. Going to strip the jungle down. They have all tier 1s taken down.
And this is what Day's done every single time on the left hand. This is where this leads come from, man. Day has done such a great job of just shoving lane, going around, getting the buffs, putting Bud Pop in a bad position, and really, you know, this is where you see the fact that they've got this extra gold and they've been able to maintain the camp control is just because of that. I mean, this is just great play again coming out from Gatekeepers. Monkey Business is just, they're trying, but just you can tell Gatekeepers are in a league of their own.
And right now, Payne trying to do his best to get this. Actually, Vulcanel races Viper completely.
That was dead center.
Oswald,
dead center.
Perfect aim. Xenon Hawk silenced out. Typhoon coming out, going to knock him up. Actually not. Oxform going to be able to save his grace there. We're going to see Fear No Evil thrown down. Grave in a bad position, going to get taken down. Payne to be on taunted in. Overhand smash. Doing a little bit of damage, but Oswald being the hero his team needs, going to help get that damage down. Stopping power goes a little bit too far for nothing.
Vulcan 5-0-3 on a rampage right now. We'll miss that backfire. The frenzy gets popped just before Payne dies. I love it. Give his team a little bit of an advantage while he's going down because he knew he was. Bud Pop going to end up falling to Mando Warrior. There it is. The frenzy did the job it needed to do. Ratcheteer now going to take the counter poke. Will end up healing up a little bit there. And again, doesn't really matter as Mando and crew will do just enough. Really kind of a big little bloodbath fight over that right-hand side. Kind of turns out to be a wash, but at least Moswell and the crew will get some camps for it.
Yeah, and at this point now, Gatekeepers looking to lead the way, switching over just to kind of peek at what's happening. We're sitting 18:30, just a minute and a half away from that 20-minute mark. 12K, almost 13K experience, 7.5K gold, all in favor of Gatekeepers right now. Not the lead that they were able to accrue at this point in the last game they played, but being up against Monkey Business right now, they're looking pretty comfortable with where they're standing. still room for a slip up, and that's really what's going to be on Monkey Business's mind. Where can they pick?
I mean, but look, it's 20 minutes in the game almost, Gore. Yeah, it's 20 minutes in the game. Oswald's wrecking, and I'm more or less on the other side. Look at stopping power. I mean, we got to sit there and call it out. 0-6-4, level 11. He still hasn't even hit up the second relic yet. He's still not level 12 at near 20 minutes. It's just unfortunate. Now just hitting it at the 19-minute and change mark.
He's behind me.
Yeah, what can he really do? He's behind his own support. He hasn't even really get his own jungle. He's just sitting there ulting on cooldown like this, but is not doing anything. No, it's scared. The meatball over the wall, and Devion had the cage ready to go. The pillars were there in case it was necessary. Doesn't matter. Mando cleans that one up. Great job. And this is going to be a bracer of undoing for Mando. Yeah, absolutely. He just took a ton of damage. And then he healed it all back up.
Off the board, and now we have 5 members of Gatekeepers pushing down a tier 2 tower. Viper's there. He's going to throw out his silence, but it's just not going to work out too well for them as they're going to be able to clean this one out. 19 minutes in, and it's looking like it's going to take the big swing. I mean, you called it out. At this point, 0-7-4 now is the
yeah. It's just he got beat up early. You can't really do a lot. You know, it's a jungle, man. Like when you're not able to get your own jungle as the jungler, it's like what are you going to be able to do? You're just pretty much dead. I mean, I got to really shout out to Moswell 5-0-6, 11. Part of the kill participation of the 13 kills that they've got on board. And again, it's just that's really, really strong being in the mid lane, especially on a Vulcan, playing it to perfection. This is why it is still viable, you know, because people can play it like this. And a lot of people just don't play Vulcan, you know, or like this, I should say, or as well, because they attempt to sit there and play it and they just aren't able to get the combinations, or they're not as safe as they need to be with the team. But Maswell having the trust in his squad, knowing that they're going to be around to protect him, just absolute perfection so far on the Vulcan.
I think someone needs to update stopping power what level he is right now. He keeps trying to fight. He keeps going in and trying to fight. I mean, like, even fighting Pain Devion, he's 4 levels ahead of you. He's going to deal more damage even as a Ganesh than you are going to be able to throw down onto him. And at this point, I feel like that's the update they need. He's going to be rushing forward one more time. Pain's going to be alone. The Ohm going to come out.
Oh, random Vulcan
waiting for it. Stopping power jumps right on into it, and Moswell going to make himself 6-0-6 and continue going forward.
I have my hands over my face right now. I saw Moswell throw out the Vulcan. I was like, random Vulcan ults are sometimes the most scariest things to deal with because you don't know exactly what's going to happen. And stopping power is just like, oh, I need to jump out of here. Lands in the ultimate and just got eliminated. Moswell he's, you know, predicting the future. Illuminati confirmed. Moswell, done. Like, what is that?
That was perfect place. Like, perfect place and the worst place for stopping power to go. Of course, he's trying to retreat. He just wants to get back to safety. The level 12 Hunbat's not going to live much longer. At this point, he's getting just one shot.
Are we able to F6 for them? Because I think sometimes as a caster, when I see a game like this and it's just like, oh, yeah, you know, can I F6 for you all? It's like, it's kind of rough. I mean, like, this is just one of those games, man. It's just when you get down so to a point. This was close for, where's the grass at? This was close for 7 minutes. 7 minutes. And then all of a sudden it got a little bit rough. I mean, they were the holder owned relatively early, and then 10-minute mark comes along, and you kind of see several thousand gold differentials, and then it never looked back from there. I mean, looking at the little, it's pretty obvious to see that Gatekeepers are just above the competition right now.
Now, Fire Giant, day to remember, tier 2 doesn't matter anymore. Ratcheteer going to get caught out, possibly going to fall down because of it. Fear No Evil going to be coming down. Crit's going to be going out galore. But stopping power is the one who falls down. No big surprise there as Mando going to lead the way for the rest of his team. The Nox combo going to be to the face. Sitting about half health.
Oh, random Vulcan ult.
But here comes the Vulcan ult. Not going to connect this time, unfortunately for Moswell. But knocking on the Phoenix door is going to be Gatekeepers. And Xenon Hawk just
Moswell has to stay in the Challenger circuit from now on, missing random Vulcan ults. Day has to stay in the Challengers Cup for missing 1 auto and dropping a kill. All these players are terrible on the Gatekeepers. What are they doing? Do they really think they can make the SPL missing 1 ultimate and 1 auto attack? Dropping kills? Gosh, what are these guys? I love these guys. They're really good. I mean, Day's a great dude. I thought they're all really good dudes, and I like messing with them and stuff like that. These guys are putting on a show.
Bud Pop going to get taken down right there. I'm wondering whether or not they're going to be going for the Titan. 2 Phoenixes are down. Stopping Power's 1 hit away, which kind of sums up the last 10 minutes for him and his Hunbat's play so far.
I think he's going to go. He wants to go over 10. At this point, I'm so OCD that I would want to die one more time to have 10 deaths.
Just to have that.
I would want to
hit those double digits.
I had double digits. Defs, yeah, that's the way you got to play it. I'm like, yeah, I had double digits. I was up there. My KDA was double digits. Just,
just don't mention which.
Just don't mention what part of it. You know, I would. I'm weird like that. It's like if I have 9 defs, I'm like, shoot, I'm going for 10. I was like, you might as well go for an even number. Oh man, he's level 13. Poor stopping power. He's not stopping anything.
Based on Gatekeeper's position, I don't think we have to worry. I'm sure we're going to see a double-digit death bar here relatively shortly. As Grave right now soloing the Portal Demon should be able to get this one as his team just kind of wandering around. I don't know what the rest of the team is looking for. You
follow everyone else. I'm just going to follow stopping power for it.
I'm okay with that.
All right, we're going to see. I'm going to see what stopping power does. The rest of the team's poor. No, we're not gonna do that to him like that. He's trying. I mean, again, what can you do when you got picked on early and you have no jungle to farm? Man. Like when you can't farm your own jungle, you really can't level. So it's kind of crappy scenario. But 2 Phoenixes down. Right one is the only one remaining. Maswell, he thinks the Harpies are way more important than dealing with his teammates. So he's also gonna get some oracles and probably get a red buff. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, he's heading that way. All right,
here it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Number 10.
Well, there we go.
Gonna get taken down.
Now,
Fire
quickly
Giants going to
Don't go to
respawn
11.
in about 6 seconds,
Yeah.
so
Hurry
they
up
have
and
a little.
just
Gatekeepers, I can't tell if they want to fight because they have the ability to do because of their lead that they have, or if they want to go for that Fire Giant. It looks like the Phoenix is the eyes that they have set, so they're just going to go on as best
stopping
as they
power can't die again, so we have to have it at 10 deaths. So I mean, if you go to 11, this is like actually an EQ for Gatekeepers. Oh, Aegis by Viper. I was to say he's going to get eliminated.
Xenon Hawk taking off the board. Ratcheteer going to be the next one to fall, even though he used a bracer trying to heal himself. This Titan looking to fall down.
Oh, stopping power. That's going to be it. We're good. No DQ.
Down.
We didn't DQ him, boys. Thought like Gatekeepers gets it. I was worried. We were going to have to disqualify Gatekeepers if they killed him one more time. It was going to be bad.
Feels rough, man. Like, there's not much you can absolutely do.
Yeah, I'm just laughing. Like, what can you really... It was close for 7 minutes. You know, it was there. It was a good game. And then all of a sudden, a little team fight. You can't get your jungle anymore. Your jungler falls 5 levels behind. It's like, what are you able to do in that scenario? Stopping power tries, but, as you mentioned, he just behind the Ganesh. Like, what are you able to do?
The rest of the team, I mean, looking at it, 0-2 on Ratcheteer, 0-3 on Budpop, 0-3 on Viper. The only one really able to pick up the kills was there on Xenon Hawk, but ultimately doesn't really matter if you can get your solo laner ahead. 638, 407, 5012, 0219, but the big one, 6010, 21k player damage. That's, Maswell. He was the player.
Yeah, great job. Maswell really did perform well on the Vulcan, and shout outs to him. I mean, not the easiest character to play, but we will see how he does in game number 2. Everybody, we got Gatekeepers versus Monkey Business. Well, one more game to go for this set, and we will see if the Gatekeepers can get the 2-0 and pretty much, I think that would be close to securing themselves a good spot.